overcome the cyber challenges, because in as much as internet technology is growing, you find malicious individuals trying to have access into people's systems, get people's information on authorized sources. Now, cyber professionals now come in, they are trained to take care of these problems. Now, I can give some examples of job in the cyber security domain, meaning that if you are trained, for example, at Cyber Pro Academy for 6 months, and you have that mentorship, you become a cyber professional.
Okay.
There, I would say you could be a cyber security engineer, you could be a network security engineer, you could be an information analyst, you could even go as much as becoming an information specialist, you could be a risk manager, and so many of them, which we cannot give them at this time.
All right, thank you so much. Now I'm coming to you, Tambe. You are the marketing coordinator of Cyber Pro Academy here in Cameroon. How relevant is this in this 21st century?
All right, thank you. Like you made it known in your introduction, I think information is what governs every nation. Like you see, the state of Cameroon, we are governed by information. So Cyber Pro Academy Cameroon, we are here today to make you to understand that you can become a cyber professional with zero skill in computing. Don't be scared that you must be an IT engineer or you must be an expert in computer knowledge before becoming a cyber security expert. So we are encouraging you watching us, those who are watching from Facebook, everywhere, you should take this opportunity and see yourself to learn a new skill and become a professional. Like the question you asked my manager, what is cyber profession and cyber professionals, or cyber security profession and cyber security profession? The profession is what you do, and the professional is who you become. So you see that if you take or if you undergo today the training, you are taking the profession. Immediately after the training, when you are certified, you are a professional. And it is very easy. All of us today are novice, and we started the course on Saturday. By 6 months, we become experts, and we are already professionals in the domain.
Wow.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me go to Elvis, the IT administrator. I want you to just look at, for example, let's just take Boya, let's not go far. In terms of cyber insecurity, how can you analyze, or what can you say in terms of us here in Boya? Do we face that?
Thank you so much for that question. I will start by saying that personally, I've seen people in front of me that have shed tears because of this cyber criminality as far as Boya is concerned. For instance, even in my own house, there was an incident with my auntie where she received a call while she was in a bath, and was said, "Your sister's husband just traveled to Germany, and they discovered that he's having some drugs in his luggage. So please don't let anybody know this conversation. I am barrister so and so." She left the bath and was already shivering. Now, but you discover that when you come to Cyber Pro, we help you to identify this kind of attacks. We guide you on what you need to do in order to mitigate this kind of attack. Another incident also that I witnessed was at my workplace. I met a young guy. He was fidgeting with a call, and then he said, I asked him, "Sir, do you know who you are talking with?" He said that they are my business partners. Okay, there and then I went inside. I told my elder brother, "This guy like this, I'm suspecting something is going wrong." My brother quickly came out and said, "Guy, what are you doing?" He said, "No, don't bother, I'm dealing with my business partner." I was getting money transaction going on there. The guy said, "Forget, I'm dealing with the people I know." And the second time I got the guy talking, they were asking him to send some extra money because the police have held them in Tico and they need to send some money. Quickly the guy did. 6 p.m. in the evening, coming back, the guy, people were gathered around the guy and they were saying, take her. Why? Because they have taken him already 150,000.
Wow.
Again, it was another scenario where we are gathered in church. One of our brothers had to boycott the prayer session because he was receiving some luggage from America, and he left for Tico. On reaching Tico, after 1 hour, he came back. Boy, those were scammers. So that is a scenario. So in Buea, if we are talking about cyber security in Buea, it is because the environment we are living in is already polluted. And there is need for awareness. There is need for people to be aware that in the society we live in the town we live in, these cyber threats are already there. So it's something that we need to be aware and learn how to get out of it.
All right, thank you very much. Let me come back to Emerensa. You are a journalist, and misinformation is one of the key things, especially now that there's social media, a lot of misinformation, and this is another aspect when it comes to cyber insecurity. Tell us about Cyber Pro Academy. How is it going to handle this misinformation? Because it pops up everywhere, here and there. How have you planned to manage such a thing, given the fact that you are a journalist too?
Yes, as a journalist, first and foremost, I will say that the cybersecurity domain is yet to be exploited. You notice that if you listen to journalists, you read what they have written, and you hardly find something on cybersecurity. I'm talking at the level of Cameroon, meaning that I would like to challenge journalists out there to go in for cybersecurity. Try to do reports. What's happening? Because you notice that there are many cyber crimes, but are these cyber crimes reported? So at the level of Cyber Pro, we are aware that there's a lot of misinformation. That is why my collaborator Raleigh said that after 6 months you become a professional, but not an expert yet. I just wish to correct that. You become a professional, but you are not yet an expert. Now, back in Canada, the US, and around the world, we have experts. The CEO of these companies, Felix Nawaga, I believe you have his interview there. He works with the Canadian government as a contract person, and he has worked in top organizations. He's a professor in the domain of cybersecurity, meaning that it is quite organized, and he has gone through scans in Canada, meaning that the government of Canada has done scanning to tell you that this person is credible, because it is about giving you access to people's systems. So I want to just let you know, Alice, that at the level of information, we are sure of what we are talking about. We are sure because the experts, even at the level of the US, we have Dr. Regina, we have Ahmed, we have so many persons who are involved, which I believe you must have even known many of them, some of them, as you are working with us. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, Mr. Tambe, let me come to you. We have, let's look at the academy now.
Okay.
We have a lot of people who are scammed every day. And when it comes to IT, they say the more you learn, if you look critically, the people who usually scam people with this IT stuff are those who have been trained.
Yes.
Are those who have been trained. So when you say you want to train experts, you want to train people to become professionals, how far are you sure that we are not instead increasing the level of cyber insecurity in Buea, in Cameroon?
Madam Alice, thank you so much for that question. And as a pedagogue, because as a person, I'm a pedagogue, I'm a trained pedagogue. I would like to tell you that it's not just in cybersecurity. Every domain in life, even in journalism, if you are trained, it's either you can be malicious or you can be doing the right thing. That is why in pedagogy, we said there are 3 levels of education, because it's education, right? You must study the knowledge, you must study the skill, and the last one which you're talking about here is the morality. Now, if we train you on cyber security without giving you the morality, then we are training a criminal. If they train a tech engineer, you have the knowledge, you have the skill, without having the morality, they are training a criminal. So what we are assuring you who ask the question and the public is that we are very aware that you should be trained with morality, so that you become the good person, you become the watchdog instead of the wolf. Because the last time we had a class, the director was saying that in the domain of cybersecurity, in this hand, there is the population who are the sheep, they are helpless. In this other side, you have the criminals who are like the wolves. In the middle, those who they are training are the watchdog. You protect the sheep. In every domain in life, that's just how I see it. Teachers are the watchdog. They train the children. So in everything you're doing, in everything you're learning, you should learn the knowledge, you should learn the skill. And if the morality is not there, then you will find out that you will become to be instead a risk in the community or in the society. Because if you study cybersecurity, they give you all the skills and expertise that you need. You can become a hacker, but a positive hacker, or to prevent the negative hackers. But if you don't have the morality, instead you find yourself doing the negative things to inflict or to encourage yourself to be wealthy, because since our most motivation in life is money, you study something that is good, instead of you to go and be beneficiary to the community, you instead want to benefit yourself and become wealthy.
I wish to add to what he said, that there's a lot of order in the domain of cybersecurity, and of course cybersecurity is God himself trying to fight the negative side of the internet that has come to do good to us. But we find malicious individuals engaged in computer and IT and the rest. At the end of the day, they do a lot of activities that people end up losing a lot of properties and assets. Now, when you are a cybersecurity professional, you have leaders in the domain. You are not just on your own. You even have people that track you. Like, if you begin working as a cybersecurity professional, you are going to have your direct supervisor. He will be checking, what are you doing at this time? Even the kinds of, when you get a computer to work with, the kind of sites that you go to, they check. Your computer is like, you cannot just do things on your own. And you are certified. You are certified, and at the end of the day, you give reports, and I don't think it is not that easy for you to just divert and you think you just go like that.
All right, thank you. I want you to add your voice to this particular aspect about people who are knowledgeable, IT experts. They are the ones who are engaged in this criminality, cyber criminality.
Okay, thank you so much, madam. Now, before now, you will notice that there was what we call scammer rampant in Buea, and as of that time, nobody was talking about cybersecurity. And these guys, I bet you, there were some guys that I met them in their room. They just bought their internet. All of them were in one room. I used to go and fix their computers as a computer technician as of then. But I did not actually understand what they were doing. But it's later on that I discovered that this is what most of these guys were doing. So now, what do I want to say? When we are talking about cybersecurity here, there's ethical hacking. And that is the domain that we are focusing on. And to add to what Mr. Tambe said, before you are, this is what we call offensive security or offensive cyber security. That's ethical, and you are trying to defend what the other person is doing. But before you are able to defend that person, you should be able to think like that person.
Okay.
So we train people to think like the hackers do, so that they can be able to prevent the attacks from coming. So if I don't know what the attacker does at the background, there's no way I can be able to defend him. So if I know that the attacker will use this route, then I know what I can, the defensive mechanism that I can put in place. And so CyberPro trains us focusing on the aspects of morale that he mentioned, and then letting you know that we are not training you with cybersecurity. CyberPro is not training you to go and become a professional hacker now, but or a professional scammer, but it's training you so that you can bring light to the people who are out there. You can bring the right information to the people who are out there who are suffering from these cyber attacks.
A lot of, I'll stay with you, a lot of people, maybe they've hacked their accounts and all of that, but we find that even though some of them, not all, who call themselves professionals are not able to rectify that error. Is CyberPro Academy Cameroon going to really be of help to our Cameroonian citizens?
Okay, thank you, madam, for that question. One of the things that I will let you know is that CyberPro Cameroon is bringing something to the public, because there's another aspect of CyberPro which is called consultancy, such that CyberPro can come to an organization and tells the management, see, when you see this kind of a thing, you need to follow this procedure in order to know whether it is the right information or not. For instance, you sit in your house and you receive a call. Somebody says, we are attending a meeting. Are you from so-so and so-so group? That's what is commonly happening in WhatsApp now. Are you from so-so and so-so group? We want you to confirm a code that is sent to your phone because you will be part of the meeting. Now, What happened? What does CyberPro say concerning that? When you receive such a call, go to you can go to the admins of the group and call them directly. Call them on a normal call and confirm that this is what I'm getting. Is it coming from you or not? And once they do that, you will not fall in the shop. You will remember that when the attackers, when they come, first of all, they bring an idea of intimidation or fear. They try to create fear in your heart. They tell you, don't let the third party know. Already, that is a sign to tell somebody that this is not the right, this information is not coming from the right source. So, CyberPro tries as much as we can to make sure that we inform the public. When you see this kind of a message, for instance, we call some phishing attacks. Because this one that I just mentioned about called a phishing attack. Because they try to play with your intelligence. Once they capture your intelligence, they pick you up. Capture you. Yes. So we help the CyberPro helps individuals, help them to know that when you go out there, if you have to educate somebody, tell the person that when you notice this, you have to do a secondary check. Because if you notice, madam, if you lost your password to Gmail now, when you forget password, they are going to give you about 2 levels to verify.
If you are the person.
If you are the person. And that's what WhatsApp has also done. WhatsApp has incorporated a 3rd level verification. But many people don't yet know. Yeah, they don't yet know, and that's why they still keep on falling. So that is what we are trying to do.
I would like to add something to what he said, because CyberPro is there to train these professionals, and the training has levels. Like, now we were talking about hacking. Hacking is like one top level of it, meaning that if you come to CyberPro for training, you will not just automatically become a legal hacker. No, you can become a vulnerability analyst, meaning that if you see maybe a website that you are able to scan a website to know if that website is okay. Now, talking about a vulnerability analyst, you notice that even he was also talking about a phishing attack. You can receive a mail and the mail is not okay. For you to know that the email address, the mail is not okay, you need to confirm it. Maybe you receive a mail that your manager needs you to transfer this sum of money to somebody. You need to confirm it with your manager to make sure that that mail is that email address is real. And the aspect of a consultancy, CyberPro is there to protect your computer systems. CyberPro is there to protect your networks. CyberPro is there to protect your data, and it is about protecting personal information from unauthorized sources. Because you notice that somebody will just want to get into your computer system and maybe have access to some personal data, maybe banking information, their date of birth, personal information of persons. People want to have that unauthorized access to your information. So CyberPro is there for all of that. And it is a whole program. It's a whole program. As I'm talking, I'm still studying too. It's a whole program that what I would advise is that the public should come towards us and they see the consultancy services we are offering and the training opportunities that we are offering. Thank you so much.
All right, I've been talking. I've been bringing some general questions about cybersecurity. I want us now to go to the rating. Even though you people have been talking about it passively, I'll start with you, the marketing coordinator. You're marketing CyberPro Academy Cameroon. Tell us, what is it all about?
Okay, as far as the marketing team or marketing domain of CyberPro is concerned, our main objective is to make the organization known to the public. And I think we have been doing amazingly well. Like for the past few nights, I have a lot of friends who come to my GP, they are asking the same question. Can you tell me more about CyberPro? Can you tell me? Because Madam Alice, you should understand that one of the things the good God has given us is the ability to know a good thing and a bad thing. So if you see a good thing and you're wise, you should go for it. Yes, and one of the reasons we are saying this is because we find ourselves in a continent where the youth don't have so much to do compared to other continents. Because if we could have been in the West, You find somebody like you doing journalism, you are here, they need your service here, they need your service here, they need your service here. But this is why we are telling Cameroonians and Africans that CyberPro is an opportunity for us to learn something new and to become an expert in that domain. And it's not only going to end there, because in the course of the training, they are also going to be training you about job interview, how to take online job interview. And at the end of the day, they will prepare you a professional CV. That the same experts, they will submit your CVs in different companies all over the whole world. And before you know it, they are calling you for job interview. You can prepare your small corner in your room, you attend your interview. Once you make it successfully in the interview, you are called for the job. Either you can work remotely or you travel wherever that company is. Now, you also need to understand that by July, the marketing team will be in Rwanda again.
Okay.
Yes, to establish CyberPro in Rwanda, which means it's a good thing. They started it in Cameroon because the founder is in Cameroon. But you see, we are going now to Rwanda because Rwanda is a tech country. And I don't want to say on air that Rwanda might welcome or embrace it more than Cameroonians. That's why we want our brothers and sisters to embrace CyberPro, learn it, and become a professional and enjoy the benefits.
All right, thank you. A lot of people are falling victims. A lot. The examples Elvis gave are just a few. Many people, even now as we are talking, somebody is falling victim when it comes to cyber insecurity. So the more reason for all of us to get into this academy. They are going to tell us more about the academy, where we can find it, what the requirements and all of that. But before then, I'll come to you, our IT expert. I want you to tell us, in a company, let's say we have companies that have suffered, people have dared into their data and all of that. How is an expert in cybersecurity going to help a company? And how relevant does a company, I want a two-way thing. Companies don't even know the importance, the value of these people. How can they, what can you say to make them know that these people are very important when it comes to running their companies?
Okay, thank you, Madam Alice, for that question. The first thing I will say is that when we talk about this cybersecurity, what are the attackers after? They are after information that they want to use in order to either squeeze money from the company or squeeze money from whatever. Recently, we had a report about Eneo, where it shows that their machines were attacked.
Wow.
And information, something like that happened to them. So, in every company as we are, because you did notice that almost every domain is going online. Almost every company is going online, and there is need for the information to be secure. So there is need for a cybersecurity expert to come in, either as through consultancy, to guide the company on what they need to do, especially when it comes to managing their systems. Now, as an IT person, firewalls are put in place, especially in most companies, in order to stop malicious intrusions into the companies, maybe servers and so on. So these companies need to be aware of this. Now, some companies also are trying to they are going to the cloud. That means they are trying to deploy their services only to the cloud, such that their information can be accessed from another side. Meanwhile, they don't use any system in their own premise. Now, but even if you are going to that level, you still need a security expert at that level. So companies need to be aware of this, that any information that is leaked from them can cause a great damage into the company. So they need security expert. And that is why in CyberPro, we try to create links with those companies so that they can send even at least one person to come and train with us. So when they go, they can advise the users. Now there's what we call the CIA triad. We talked of confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Now, in every setting or every data should have all these three things attached to it. Now, when we talk about confidentiality, we are talking of how true the information is, how trustworthy the information is. And when we talk about integrity, we are looking at the fact that this information is true everywhere and not tampered by anybody. So when you come to CyberPro, we try to help you to understand, especially for those who are coming from companies. So when they go back, they can be able to educate the entire management that this is what they need to watch for. Now we talk about emails. For instance, Every company needs a cybersecurity expert to come and tell them, especially somebody who is managing the mail service. These are the kind of mails. If you see this kind of mail coming in, this is how you manage it. If you see this kind of thing trying to happen, this is how you should manage it. And with that, it can help to mitigate the risk of losing money as a company. You know, when it comes to companies, there is competition. So any company some companies who are not happy about the growth of the others, they can design a hacker and ask the hacker to launch an attack on another company to bring them down. For instance, even when you go, I was trying to read this morning. It's like something has happened where they are accusing Russia of sending some attackers. Yes. So it's still in the line of cybersecurity. So a country can decide to hire a hacker to launch an attack into their servers in order to leak some information out. So everything about this is information. So companies should know that if you want to stay safe, you need a cybersecurity expert for advice, or you employ one to be at your service.
All right, thank you. It's an academy. You've just mentioned you do consultancy. Can we just hear some more of the things that CyberPro Academy Cameroon offers?
Yes, in terms of consultancy, we do information security, meaning that we are able to protect your sensitive data, that this sensitive data should be able to have its integrity and availability, meaning that whenever this information is needed, it should be available. Now, when we talk about protecting data, you could protect data in your laptops, you get. Yes, that's your computer systems. Yes, you could protect your computer systems. You could protect your network. And there is also cloud security, because when it comes to, let me just give a clean example in our environment, that there's a fire incident in a hospital, fire incident, and you notice that this hospital, maybe they had their log books where they had information of their patients who have been coming to have services in that hospital. And at the end of the day, all these logbooks are not there, and maybe some information was safe in the computers. It was not on cloud. So we provide you with this cloud security. That is online computing, meaning that you have some servers that where you save your data, and there is security such that somebody cannot dare into that information or that data without authorization. And there is also risk management, because when we talk about cyber security these days, it is a lot. It has to do with all the company assets. We come and we try to assess the level of risks in your company, because you could be in a company and you have risks. Let me just give a clear example. You have a computer that you use on a daily basis, and this computer is online, it's exposed. You have some key information of the organization saved in this computer. And when you connect this computer to your local network, you notice that at any point in time, a malicious individual can get in. You can just notice that at one point, I don't know if you have seen that, like I saw you have computers in your office. At one point, you just notice that your information is like shortcut. You cannot more access it. Like virus attack. Let me just put it that way. Virus attack. They used to talk encryption and decryption. I don't want to bring those terms here, because somebody who is not an expert will not understand. Yes, and you can have that virus attack, and somebody sends you a notification that you just pay $70 to this account, so that you'll be able to get back your information because of that virus. That person is a malicious individual somewhere, is a cyber criminal somewhere. You see that maybe it's $70 or even $2. You think that $2 is small. But what if that person does that to 1 million persons? How much is that person going to get? And now, if you get that information, that notification, they call it ransomware attack. If you get a notification that's pay this money in this account to get your information that virus attacked, and you do that, you are exposing yourself again to those people to keep coming in, and you respond. It's just like you have your WhatsApp, your mobile phone, and at one point in time, somebody just sends a Momo notification that confirm this or whatever be. The person say, I mistakenly send money to your address. Immediately you log in your code, your money is gone. So I think it is quite a lot. It is quite a lot. And what I can say is there are a lot of technicalities there which we cannot say everything here. But I can assure you that I've seen the kind of experts. If you even notice the qualifications of some of these experts, we have an interview from Professor Felix Navaga. He studied cyber security in Harvard University, and he has many other collaborators he is working with, highly qualified. Yes, Alice, thank you so much.
You're welcome. And I will just go to Tambe, and then after that we are going to take Dr. Felix Navanga's interview. So I will just come to you. We are talking about Cyber Pro Academy here in Cameroon. Who are those to go there, and what are they going to benefit?
Well, thank you very much. Like I said before, zero skills computing, first school living certificate. Now, like some of you want to ask, if I don't have the certificate in hand. Now, first school, maybe you have your certificate, or you have written first school, you don't have the certificate, you are qualified. It means we start accepting applicants from first school, not ordinary level, anybody. You come with a family, we collaborate and we learn it together. Now, I would like to take 30 seconds to give you the courses, because these are just normal professional courses that if you make up your mind, one thing that I understand with the IT world is that commitment. If you commit your mind, go and ask science students from ordinary level, you see them very committed. It's not like they are more knowledgeable more than our art students. They are just committed and they are serious. So if you know you want to come in for these studies, you just need to be committed and you need to be ready. We have courses like cyber security and risk management. That's the first. The second one, we have governance, risks and compliance. That's GRC. The third one, we have offensive cyber security. You be now an offensive cyber security expert. The third one, we have cloud security professional. The fourth one, we have third-party risk management. The fourth one, we have investigating online crime. You can imagine, I'm part of CONAC. One of the things CONAC do is they investigate crime both on site and online. And you can see that even CONAC experts can take this cyber security course. Then we have cyber warfare. We have IT security auditing. We have cyber security and artificial intelligence that is trending today in the world. Then we have DevOps. So there are interesting courses that cut across all the domain of IT. Today everybody wants to learn IT. Today everybody wants to do artificial intelligence. So you see that if you're coming in cyber security, you have the advantage or the privileges to study all of this at the same cost. Thank you so much. You're
welcome. We are going to go to the machines to listen to Felix Navanga. He is the founder of Cyber Pro Group in Canada. His head is in Canada. They have started another one in Cameroon, and you people will be going to Rwanda to start another branch there. So we'll just go back into the machine. I will encourage you to stay glued to your TV set, listen to what he's saying, and after that we are going to continue with the discussion. Stay tuned.
Hello, greetings everyone. This is Felix Navaga calling all the way from Canada. Yeah, I thought to leave this with you since I might not be there doing the live show on Monday. Yeah, again, so I'm doing this at night. It's been very busy, but it's part of the game. Yeah. So I know a lot of you will be asking, we want to know what Cyber Pro group is all about. Yeah, this is an organization based in Canada, and we do cybersecurity consulting and training, provide cybersecurity consulting and training services to students and companies across the globe. And it's important you know that we recently extended this year, we decided to extend our operations to Cameroon. So if you see, you'll notice that even in the panel, you have some of our staffs. Some of our staffs are Cameroonian staffs there. So that is CyberPro Group. We are located in Moliko Boyo at I think that was Nyachia Bekwi, the third floor, just beside Solidarity Clinic. Yeah. So what is cybersecurity? I would say I'll make it as simple as possible. So cybersecurity is all about the protection of data, protection of data systems and network. So there's been a surge in the rate of cyber crime across the globe, and Cameroon is not left out. So that is why we thought it's important that now is the right time for us to step into Cameroon and try to use our expertise, help companies, and also train professionals that will be able to serve these companies within Cameroon and out of Cameroon. And if some of you are familiar with the WEF, that's the World Economic Forum's report that they release every year, you will notice that cybersecurity appears twice in amongst the 5 top risks that WEF identified. We have number 1, which is misinformation and disinformation, which is part of cybersecurity. Then we have cybersecurity itself appearing at the fourth position. So cybersecurity is a global problem, and I think it's high time Cameroonians, companies within Cameroon, start taking cybersecurity seriously. Cybersecurity poses a lot of risks, to the business environment in Cameroon. I'll just quickly throw light on those. There are 3 categories of risks that cybersecurity poses. Number 1, it can lead to a business disruption. Number 2, it can lead to reputational damage. Number 3, it can lead to compliance or legal risks. And we are coming in as experts to be able to help companies build cybersecurity resilience, such that they'll be able to continue their business if they eventually face with a cybersecurity attack. And in cybersecurity, for those of you, cybersecurity, it is not if something bad is going to happen, it is when it is going to happen. So eventually something will happen, but you need to be ready such that if that bad thing happen, you'll be in a good position to be able to address it. But you can also leverage on our expertise to be able to address these cybersecurity threats. Yeah, so we are want to invite students within Cameroonian youths. I mean, want to invite people of every category to a training program. It's a 6 months intensive training that we offer. We offer there in Cameroon at our branch office in Cameroon. So please, you can visit our office at any time. We have staffs there. Talk to someone, and if you have any question, you can as well reach out. I'm sure my number is out there. You can as well reach out to me directly if you have questions that you want me to answer them. I think that is it. So we are here to help you. We are here to help students who really will give you every mentorship you need to be able to begin a career in cybersecurity. And the opportunities are
You're welcome back, televiewers. If you're just tuning in the program, you're watching is Excellence Impact, and the channel is High Television. We are talking about Cyber Pro Academic Training, modern cyber security professionals here in Cameroon. We have the academy here in Cameroon. We have it in Canada. So those in Cameroon are here to tell you about Cyber Pro security, which is very important. And I believe, like Kambe said, everybody is supposed to be part of that academy so that you don't fall a victim. So many people have fallen victim. So it's important. We've just listened to Felix Navanga he is the founder and CEO of Cyber Pro Group, Emerencia.
Yes, I listened to him. He came in with some level of expertise. First of all, he's an expert in the domain. So I heard him talk about the risks. Yes, that meaning that if you don't engage into having the cybersecurity services and you face a cyber attack as a company, what is going to be the risks? He spoke of reputational risks, yes, and even financial loss. Let me just give an example in a local community. Let me take, for example, NAO. Yeah, you pay light, use MTN Momo to pay light. And if they have issues, on their system and you are unable to pay light, at the end of the day, you notice that there could be financial loss. If maybe for 1 month,
of course,
people are unable to pay for services which they are using soft means to pay, there will be losses. Now, if a company is having people's personal information and this personal information gets lost, meaning that the integrity is attacked, people have unauthorized access to that information, it will get to reputational loss. Your company will lose that reputation. So he mentioned many risks which I will not want to go back to them because I think we have more interesting things to discuss next week.
All right, thank you. Let me come to you, Elvis. You wanted to add something to what Emerensa was saying before about the usage of internet as far as security is concerned.
Yeah, thank you so much, Alice. So concerning the usage of internet, you discover that everybody now is on the internet, be it on your phone, be it on your tablet, be it on your computer, and there is a very high risk when you are using your device which you don't know about how protective your device is. For instance, we had an incident where we lost all our pictures and videos because one of the users did not know what she was doing when I clicked on a site where we had a ransomware that came in and corrupted all our files. In fact, and then later on we saw a script, pay this money for your files to be decrypted and so on. And a friend of mine, after shooting somebody's video, came and copied the videos into the machine. The worker was working on the internet and just went and touched whatever he did not know. The same thing happened. That's how somebody's wedding went off like that. And so I want to tell you that when you come to Cyber Pro, we are going to tell you this security risk, and we are going to guide you on how to help mitigate this risk from happening to you. For instance, how will you know that a link that is sent to you is a phishing link? That's one of the things that people don't know.
Links are
every day you go to WhatsApp, people say MTN is celebrating 20th anniversary, click on this link, this and that. Tomorrow you will hear BSEC is celebrating this, and people are just following. Sometimes they say win 1,000 data. There's nothing like 1,000 data for free or 50 gig data for free. So that is what is happening on social media. So especially with the WhatsApp users. So how would you know whether these links that you receive in your phones are fake? Come to Cyber Pro and we are going to help you to understand all this. And if you need our services, we'll be there to help you out.
Okay, Tambe, the marketing coordinator, I'm coming to you. If a youth is listening or watching us now, if maybe a father, a mother, whosoever is watching us and wants to come to CyberPro, what are you assuring them? Is it that how long are they going to study there before they get their certificate? Is it, I know it's also for their own advantage for them to have that knowledge, but after that, are they going to be referred? Are they going to be employed? You know, in this 21st century, people always tell you to go into entrepreneurship because that's what is leading and all of that. Is this also what is leading? Does it bring money at the end of the day?
All right, thank you so much, Madam Alist. As a good coach in Cameroon, I would not like to deceive my youths. I call them my youths because I've been a youth coach in Cameroon for more than 10 years. And most of my friends have visited the office. If you come to Checkpoint Solidarity, Miencha Bakery, most of you are living in Buea. Or if you are out of Buea, from my 17, you take a car that you're going to Checkpoint Solidarity entrance. Once you cross the road, you will see our office up the last floor of the Mencha Bakery. So what I want to tell you is, first of all, the classes are held online or on site. You can be in Buea and you decide that you want to undergo the study. You decide that you want to be an online student, which means on the days of our classes, we have classes on Tuesday, Thursdays and Saturdays. So you prepare yourself. You just need to know that the class starts at this time. You prepare yourself and you attend online. But if you don't have enough data or you have a problem of noise around your environment, you can come on site. You study because every day of the class we are there. Free internet, good space, quiet, serene, and you will like the atmosphere. And we are not the trainers. The fact that we are here doing marketing, please don't be afraid. We are not the trainers. Our trainers are based in Canada, UK, US, China, and India, which, like the manager said, they are experts. The knowledge they are giving you is what they have studied to from other expert institutions. And that is what we are here to encourage parents, especially parents who are listening to us. I have gone to Solidarity and Salvation Secondary School, and in Upper Seat, the students were about 200 and something. And when I started talking with our accountant, they were so excited. Most of them were saying they have never heard about cybersecurity. Mama, you hearing me? Papa, you hearing me today? You who is watching, you might not have heard anything about cybersecurity. But because we are here talking about it, you have developed that interest. I bet you, I give you that challenge. You can study it. You just need to start the first day of the class. You understand what is cybersecurity. From there, you pick the understanding of the course and you start going with us.
All right, Alice, I don't know if you can permit me because we talk about the cybersecurity giving money, and I would also like to talk on the vision of our CEO. The CEO is there, Felix Navaga, with her team over there, Dr. Regina Lucon and Leslie and many of them. Now, the vision is to fill that skill gap. This is what they notice. They have undergone cybersecurity training out there, but they notice that companies are needing cyber experts or cyber professionals, but the professionals are not there. Okay, I just wish that I should have this imagination that Orange Cameroon wants to hire a cybersecurity professional, or even the UN or UNDP, they want to hire a cybersecurity professional in Cameroon. At the level of Cameroon, we have cybersecurity services, but mostly at the fundamental levels. In most of our institutions where they are offering these services, they do cybersecurity fundamentals. And the problem here is to grab the skills. That is what CyberPro Group is out for, to make sure that these young people have these skills such that all these companies that need cybersecurity professionals, they should be able to go to them and have these jobs. Because as a youth coach that I am, I have noticed that the problem of youth is skills. we are so much focused on knowledge. From the secondary school to the university, there are skills embedded in our different domains. But we want to get the knowledge. We have been getting that knowledge. You have a degree, you have a master's. What can you do? So that is it. And I will also say here that when it comes to cybersecurity, you have to be proactive. I remember in 2015, we were told in class, in the journalism class, this communication that you see, you need to make people know that they need your services. We went out, we started telling them, if you don't hire a communications officer, this is what will happen to you. And at the end of the day, people started recruiting journalists, communication officers, just everywhere. Today, I don't think that there can be an organization that can function without a communications person. I expect youth to behave same way for cybersecurity. There are so many companies, organizations, even individuals needing these services. People even people's mobile phones are at risk. Do you know that there's a simple way for you? There's a simple website that if you see a link, you can easily just go there as Alice that I present a TV host. You just go there and you scan that link to know if it is from the right source. Very simple. That you are told in the cybersecurity class. So I expect these young people to come in for this training to benefit from the vision of Professor Felix Navaga. By getting these cybersecurity skills, go out there to make the people know, in as much as CyberPro is giving you that mentorship to become that professional that you are, you have that proactiveness to go out there. Tell that company you need cyber services because it is horrible. It is horrible. I hate to hear when people lose money. When we talk of small attacks like losing data, it's simple. What about somebody who has worked for years and just because of an error, a cyber criminal comes in and take your funds, like your entire account you have worked for 50 years, and as we are talking, somebody just hack your account? It is horrible. It is horrible. That is why when somebody says, please, can you... Somebody told me, I don't know, I don't want to talk, but it was a close person, that can you snap your bank card and send to me? I said, no. I said, no, I am not snapping my bank card and sending to you. As a matter of truth and urgency, what do you want to use it for? So please, we need to take care. If you see me divert, I'm a journalist, I'm a youth coach, I have so many things on my table. But I needed to divert to cybersecurity because I know that there is something very important and it's going to be quite fruitful. Thank you so much, Alice.
All right, Amber, we have a lot of schools around. They study technology, they do cybersecurity. A lot of them here in Benin, let me not even go far. So what is CyberPro Academic Cameroon doing different? How are they going to be outstanding? How are they going to be sustainable?
All right, thank you so much. The first thing I would like to say is, in a competitive world, before starting a business, you're supposed to understand and study your competitors. So I believe our experts, like the information they gave us, when we're saying, no, in Cameroon, you are telling us that CyberPro is coming to Cameroon, we have schools in Cameroon that are doing cybersecurity. They said no. They have done their background check. I would like to call some names of the schools because we are here, we are professionals, right? Like Cali University is doing cybersecurity. My former school or my current school, University of Buea, is offering cybersecurity, and some other private schools as well in Douala. Now, they did well to do a vivid background check to understand the level that they are and their limitations. You know that if you want to come to the market, you first of all know where your competitor has limitations so that you upgrade in the limitations before you can prevail or you can succeed in the market. So they have done these background checks and they understood that in Cameroon, yes, like the manager said, we have some schools or some institutions that are offering cybersecurity, but they are limited. They are doing fundamentals or the basics. Now we are coming with the full package. It's not like we want to oversell ourselves, but we are coming with the full package, and we have opportunities or advantages over these other institutions, which can also let you that you might have done basics or the fundamental in one of these sister universities or institutions. You can still come and upgrade yourself in CyberPro Academy. which would do you a whole lot of good.
All right, thank you. When Kambe was mentioning the courses, Elvis, I got cloud security professional, something like that. And I don't know, I'm not an IT professional, but I attended one seminar when they were talking about cloud computing. That I think that's the highest, that you just put everything is secure. Why are we talking about cloud security? Can somebody still venture into your data when they are being saved in cloud?
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, when we talk about a cloud, what do we mean? Do we mean our data is being saved somewhere up there in the sky, or what do we mean? So actually, what is happening is that when we, first of all, let me just bring in the aspect of that cloud so that we understand where we are heading to. Now, let's take for instance like the General Hospital up here. That they may have their data system or the data center that contains all the information of all the staffs and so on. And we have a room where when you go to, you see the racks, the equipments, you see everything in that room. And they spend money to put those equipments in that room. But now, when we talk about the cloud, we mean we have three major companies that are offering the cloud. Well, two major companies now, Azure and AWS. What have they done? They have simply bought these equipments and put them in a certain location. It's a physical location on Earth, America and so on. But now what happens is that you as a customer, you come, High TV can say, okay, we already have a lot of data that we are uploading online, so we don't have enough physical equipment to accommodate that data. Let's buy a space on AWS and we pay monthly or yearly.
Okay.
So that's what happens. So you pay for your service for that package, and then all your information is saved in the cloud. So there is need for a cloud, a security person, because the same way a security person will manage a physical infrastructure is the same way a security person will manage that virtual, we call it a virtual space that you have bought. So it's the same way that you will do. So when we talk about cloud security, we mean you have bought a service from AWS where all your data is saved, but you need somebody to continue to keep watch on it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. But one of the things is that AWS, they play a very big role in that, because when they are giving you that space, they are also assuring you of the security. Yes, so it makes things also easier. So there are cloud securities that are employed by AWS to work with them, and AWS and Azure to work for them. So that's it.
Thank you.
I just wanted to add to what my marketing manager said concerning the difference. What make us outstanding, given that there could be other companies or organizations involved in training cyber professionals. I think I am so much interested the hands-on training. Yes, hands-on training, meaning that at the level of the UK, US, Canada, where our experts are based, they bring their real-life experience to train you.
Okay.
As you are learning, cyber security is a challenging job. I remember there was a day I was talking with Mr. Tambe Henry. He told me I was teaching. Then he said it was not challenging. I said, wow, this is very serious. I think it is good to be challenging. It is good to take up innovations, and cyber security does that. Like if you are a cyber security professional now, you have jobs that you will not even know what to do, because you need to innovate, and these people are there to help you, meaning that if you come to Cyber Pro Academy and you get a training, at the end of your 6 months, these experts are with you. If you get a job, there is something you are unable to do, you can always call them. And with the accreditations that they have, because you have international accreditations, so many international accreditations for cybersecurity, meaning that if you have that accreditation, you can sit here in Cameroon and you're interested to work. I don't know, Cameroonians love traveling. You want to work in America, yes. You can just, as a cyber expert, you can easily go to America. It is easy. Yes, it is easy than going there in a very funny way, when the government, the embassy will not even be aware of you. The ambassador of Cameroon to Canada does not even know you. So you smuggle yourself in. Now, when you go there, you not really get it. But if you really work as a cybersecurity professional with this hands-on training, you have experts around the world who can guide you and even give you that support to have your documentations the right way. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but I will still stay with you. There's this question I want to ask. Let it not go off. Women, you are a woman, and when it comes to technology, IT, so many women they are not really pushful. They are not really interested. They want their beautiful phones to do their WhatsApp. But you are a woman going in for cybersecurity. What do you have to say to other
Yes,
women?
I think these days a lot of things are changing because there are some young persons that they recently had their advanced level and even O levels, and I see them saying, "Wow, I want to do IT. I want to do IT." I think these days, what I would advise a young woman to go for IT. Yes, it's very important. Study mathematics very well. Go for engineering. Yes, because we don't need to be consumers all the time. Like when I just go out there, Moliko, I'm looking for flashy things to buy. Where are they coming from? And some of them are even irrelevant. It's true. They are irrelevant because you want to get a new pair of shoe or a new equipment, I don't know, a phone, or there are so many things around, very flashy. But what do you want to do with them?
Yeah.
Yes, I think you should try to create something, do something. Even in China, as Ben Moliko, I would like to say the comment that Moliko is really like, they are up to the task, they are doing great. And there are a lot of entrepreneurs here, we just need to keep it up. So try to join the IT world, to do something, create something. You can even hire somebody from China these days. We have gone global, and I remember in school they used to talk of liberalization in terms of trade. Yes, meaning that you as an entrepreneur, you can sit in Boya and you hire somebody from China. You don't even hire that person. You do a partnership with that person to come to Boya and do a training to even set up a plan for computers here. So get into IT. If I'm getting into IT, why not you? So I think it's possible, and I see ladies already doing it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Mr. Tambert. You know, when it comes to IT, people want to study anything concerning IP. They think they believe that is very, very expensive. Maybe I cannot afford it. Is this one affordable?
Yes. The good thing about CyberPro is what they have done to us Cameroonians specifically is they have moderate the cost.
Okay.
Because the original cost to take the program for 6 months is $3,500 US. Yes, that should be close to 2.5 million. But now, Professor Felix said, I'm a Cameroonian and I know what my people are going through. I'm going to give them this package for 500,000.
Wow.
You know, there are schools in Boya that are more than 500,000. Now, one of the things you want to be assured is, first of all, you understand that when it is like this, not many people will come in. And when few persons are trained, these few persons can easily have something doing. I don't want to be extravagant. If we are few, let's say this particular cohort 27 that we are undergoing now, we are just about 50 all over the whole world, because you have students in China, Canada, Europe, everywhere. Since as it's online, we are just 50. And after 6 months, we take this program. They prepare 50 CVs. They start submitting, because I can tell you, this expert don't sleep. I can see Mr. Felix training for 24 hours. He is selfless. And that is how some of us want to become, because you cannot have peace when you see your people suffering. You cannot. Even you are working every day because you want to see situations get better. You can only start getting rest when you start seeing what you have been working for prevailing and people are benefiting, and they continue the cost. So the cost is 500,000. You don't pay the 500,000 in just one single installment. You can pay in 5 installments. You can pay in 3 installments, depending on your capacity. So now I'm encouraging the mothers, the parents, And even the youth, they self-funders. Some of us went through UB right up to PhD that I'm almost defending. I'm a self-funder. I fund my education. It doesn't mean that I doesn't have parents, but you arrive at a situation where you become independent and you want to be responsible. Because in Cameroon we are encouraging responsibility. You can take the responsibility to undergo this course. You save your money for over time. You come and register. As you're studying, you are looking for money, you can enroll yourself even in a chantier, a construction site. Most of us started there. I remember back in the days, during term holiday, I would go and work. Every day they will pay me 1.5. At least today my plate of meal is not even up to, it's more than 1.5.
Yeah.
But you will work the whole day under sun and they will give you 1.5. Before they are giving you that 1.5, you bend your head, you say thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So that is life, and we must all have a time that we'll undertake that part. And you should not be shy to talk about it, because it will encourage another person who feels there is no light at the end of the tunnel. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You can take a chance. Today they pay them 5,000 for manevs.
Yes.
You keep 5,000 for a week, you will see that it's money which you can take anything. I met a girl in Limbe. She's working at the city council. I said, wow, I saw during the Labor Day, wow, city council, you are a big woman. She said, sir, don't say that to me, I'm just a cleaner. I said, don't bother. Just start from that cleaning part. Tomorrow you get somewhere.
That is
but
true.
don't also forget to learn new things.
Yes, and just to add for a single minute, I should not talk much. I'll just say that invest in yourself.
Good.
You know, one of the problems we have as Cameroonian youths is that we don't like investing on our personalities. We just want to be working and earning money. If you don't invest on yourself, you will be at the same level. But it is sacrifice. There are times that they used to call me for gombo. I am here with cyber. They call me for gombo in Limbe. I cannot grab the 30,000. I have to be practical. I cannot, because I have to invest in. If I don't invest on myself, every day I'll be having those. I'll be deceived.
And you'll be at the
when
same
I collect
level
50,
over time.
30, 20, I say, wow, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. No, invest on yourself, and before you know it, you are gone. Thank you so much. It is achieved status.
All right, you just mentioned Elvis Tambe, when he was calling the courses, there were so many of them. Is it that somebody comes and you do all of those courses, or you go in for a particular course?
Okay, from what Mr. Tambe just mentioned, these are the courses that if you are with Cyber Pro, the rest assured that you are going to go through all these courses during your stay. Now, there is something that I wanted to add to what he said. We this time around, Cyber Pro have come to understand that there are people who come to Cyber Pro with zero knowledge on IT. So Cyber Pro also is coming in with an additional preliminary course. That's basic IT knowledge, such that we take maybe the first 2 weeks of the training, we train you on basic IT. So if you are coming from maybe accounting, history, whichever background, we will bring you to that level where you are at the same level with those who have done IT. So I will flow at the same level. And I will equally add to say that, like Madame Eminencia said, many people want to go abroad, but they don't have the skill. So the best way to travel now and go abroad is to study these skills while you are still in Cameroon. Because even our top management, most of them studied this course while they were already up there. And they studied this course, not what they did here in Cameroon. Many of us are living here with maybe accounting and so on that want to go out. You may not be able to have a space over there. But when you do cyber security, this is an international certification. It's not a Cameroon, it's an international certificate. So the best way to travel for those of us who want to travel is that study this cyber security while you are still in Cameroon, so that you can just be booked from here to just go over and start working.
Okay, let me just add something concerning studying something. We are not saying that if you want to travel, you must study just cyber security. But it is an advantage if you take cyber security. I would like to tell you about one of our popular comedians who just traveled to UK, Sparko. I saw something on his Facebook timeline this morning. I almost shed tears. Sparko said in all sincerity, he said, please, if you want to travel, learn a trade. it means he has discovered something in UK. There are opportunities there. Don't travel in a haste. If you believe me, just go to Sparkle Timeline on Facebook. I'm not doing publicity. You see what he has written. Please, if you want to travel, learn a trade. Don't study. He didn't say have a degree or have a master's or a PhD like I have now. He said learn a trade. Something you can do with your hand. And cybersecurity, the last time our director was saying, you are going to dirty your hands. Imagine you having the notion that you are working on computer and they say you dirty your hands. It means that you do hands-on. You will learn something that company can make use of your skills. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, I just wanted to add that concerning what they were saying, when you do cybersecurity and you become a professional, you can work at the comfort of your home. You hardly even go to the office. Yes, you work from home. So it is a good program for women. Like you're in the house the whole day taking care of your family,
and you're making money.
And the salaries are very high. The salaries, if you're a cyber, I don't think that a cyber expert can earn, or professional, not even an expert, professional can earn less than 500,000 in Cameroon.
We checked it on social media, like on Google. You see, it ranges between 600,000 to 1.5 million.
I don't think that somebody, if you study cyber, you will not earn less than the salaries are high, because it is a challenging job. It's not any kind of a job. These people check even if maybe I start working as a cyber professional, these people have to know where my direct bosses have to know where I go to.
Yes.
After work, because you become like a risk. And a risk from an insider is a worse, because as we're discussing these things, we did not even talk about an insider trade. It's just like you can be in this your high TV. There's somebody who is who is discontented. The person who wishes to try to spy and see what the person can do. The person is having access to many machines here. So you can have an insider trade. They don't joke with that. As a cyber professional, they are monitoring you. They monitor. That's a word that they use. It's not
monitoring spirit.
It's not monitoring spirit. No, it's not. It is like really monitoring. Like they want to make sure that even as you are a cyber professional, you are not a threat.
Yes. You don't
so
do
as
the
you
opposite.
as you get a computer in there at the technical dashboard, what are you doing with it? So it is very important, and I think it's quite a lot and it's beneficial. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We've been discussing and it's almost time, so we'll use this remaining I think it's about 10 minutes to really sell Cyber Pro Academy Cameroon. I'll start with you, Elvis.
Okay. Thank you, Madam Alice. So if you are out there and you're listening to me, I want to let you know that Cyber Pro Cameroon has come to stay, and Cyber Pro Cameroon has come as a solution to you. And many of you watching us right now, you must have suffered from one attack or the other. Do you want to suffer another attack? No. The best thing for you to do, if you are a parent, what I advise you to do is send that child that is in the high school. Now, that after high school, that child can learn something that can equally help you as a parent. And for those who are in the secondary school or those who wish to travel, like I said before, have something that if you are out there, you don't need to again study for another 1 or 2 years in order to be incorporated into the American system. Because many of our brothers and sisters, I have a lot of them that keep on calling me from abroad. They are abroad, but they are calling me, they saw Cyber Pro on my status and they say,
okay.
Oh bro, we want to learn this. And good enough, some of them are already signing up. They are abroad, but they are signing up because they have seen something, because they know that what they are doing out there, they are not actually satisfied about it. Well, it may give them some money, but they are not satisfied about it. So come to Cyber Pro and learn cybersecurity, and you will not be the same again.
So Tambe.
All right, thank you. I'm going to use the 3W to just answer that question. The first one is why? Why should you study Cyber Pro? It is a contemporary skill. Contemporary, it means that it's relevant, it's recent, it's highly needed at the job market, more especially at the international job market. Who can study cybersecurity? Any person. You watching, you can study it. We don't have no age limitation, but you should be at least of age 15 that you can reason, you can take commitment. And where can you have access to cybersecurity information? If you are in Buea or if you are around Cameroon, you can travel from Yaoundé to Buea. There's no problem, as long as you really want to have the physical information, because don't forget that we can be talking about cybersecurity. These people are doubting us. You understand? So you can take your time and come to our office, like I said before, Solidarity Entrance.
Website.
Yes, we have website. I'm going to give it. You can come at the office Solidarity Entrance, the last floor upstairs at Miecha Bakery, or you visit our website www.cyberproa.com. I give it again, www.cyberproa.com. For the contacts, the managers will give it.
All right, thank you. Because I was about, when you said somebody can still live here one day and come, I'm like, is there no website where you can still get in contact? So I'm happy that you have given that website.
I think, first of all, we're a tech company, and at the same time an organization. And online, we are virtual, meaning that one of our criteria is that we don't want to see papers on our desks. Yes, everything is virtual. We have an online campus, we have a website, everything is just there. It's just for you to click on our website and you'll be able to find information. Now, our bosses are ready to receive you at any time, meaning that if you get interested in cybersecurity, you can call any of the experts. And when you get to these experts, you yourself, you see their online, their LinkedIn profiles, because they go in for premium LinkedIn. They are not any kind of people, and they keep working with professionals, top organizations. So I'll encourage you to get in contact with us. I don't know if you were to ask my last words.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I want to say, as my CEO used to say, that degree will not help you. What you need is skills.
Degree is an added advantage.
Yes, it will not help you like just say I have a degree. What are your skills? You cannot just come and say I have a degree. Yes, what are the skills you have? Degrees will help you. They know that I'm a youth coach, but at this time I will say I was talking like my CEO. Yes, you need the skills, and take note. There is a domain where they are needing a lot of staff, professionals, which is cybersecurity. Why don't you think it would be wise to go for that, so that you will be better placed to have a job? Thank you so much. I'll leave you with that question.
Yeah.
Contacts.
Okay, you want to?
Okay. I want to assure you, some of you may be having this question in your mind. Now you say we are saying that the classes are online. So if I miss a class, what becomes of me? We have an online campus where you log in from your home, and then if you happen to miss a class, the recorded version of the class is there. So you can come back later on, watch the recorded session, and then do your practicals right away in your home. Thank you, Madam Alice.
You're welcome. All right, give the contacts.
All right, we have contacts that we are going to share for those of you who think you're too busy to go to the website. First one is +1514 452 4048. I take it again, +1514 452 4048. Then for Cameroon contacts, we have +237 670 93 57 21, +237 670 93 57 21. The next one is +237 691 181569. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Like I said from the beginning, information is a key. If you have the information, you get the right skills, you're not going to fall into any problem. This cyber security is something that is important, not just for those who want to make money. It's even you as an individual with a phone. It's important for you to go for this course. And Cyber Pro Academy, Cameroon is here. You said Solidarity. You go to Solidarity upstairs.
Solidarity Entrance, Miecha Bakery, last floor upstairs.
Okay. you are also advertising that bakery.
Yeah, that will need to come associate.
All right, televiewers, thanks for watching this edition of the program. The Read broadcast comes up at 10 p.m. and do well to join us again next week for another edition. Stay tuned to High Television.